See, fresh out the rave.
Fresh from Bushwhackers.
Fresh out of Bushwhackers. Can smell the beer on him.
I know, yeah. Bottle of vodka running across the
What you say, cup game?
Cup game ready.
Yeah, man.
You know.
And as I say, my personal favourite midfielder in the league, and I say he's the best in the league, but you know, I leave it down to Sebi and his feet, you get me?
You know.
Today the bar. You saying you good, brother?
my head was somewhere else. Come to the bottom half now, lads.
Man, Raggy's here. Come on.
Hey.
Now we see young man.
Yeah, come here.
So I raised him well. Biggest player on Twitter. My guy.
They're retired now, man. Like what? That place yet?
See, this is the stuff you don't see. You don't see the nice stuff on camera, innit? I'm good. How you doing? You good?
Man, yeah, I'm good.
Hello, darling. You alright? How you doing, man? You alright? Come, man.
Same.
Oh, do me a favour and score for me today, lad.
Yeah, new beats, man. I have to try it.
Come, man.
Thanks, shit.
My Jenna.
My brother.
You good?
Always.
Come, man. Love that.
Raggy's obviously in goal. I'm going to go Page, Ash, Bowers and Malik on the right, yeah? In the middle, I think where the work's going to have to happen at the moment, Jammer, Seb and Josh, yeah? And up front, Kyle, Baz and Akana. Play naturally up left side. And then obviously we've got Simo. I've got Jazz out of bed this morning. He had a boxing match last night. Massive come along. Guys, what we've got to do is keep hold of the ball. Don't give these the fucking ball. And when they do get it, close them down. Take it off them, close them down. Don't let them play. Leave them up this top end, that's fine, or whichever end we might. Let's play the beacon way. As we did before. Close them down, let them know you're there. Help out. I don't want 3 people up front waiting for the ball, just one up front, the other 2 back. Defending when we have to defend, all right?
Work
That's
together,
all
boys.
I can do.
Work together, man.
It's fucking better things to try right now. Yeah? Attacking corners. RTB, Molyneux, take them short if you feel like you, but going in with that little bit of height. Cullen, Miles, Westwood, you sit at the back. 2 sit on the back. Westwood just ahead of them, yeah? Jonah, stand on the keeper for me. The rest of you, attack, yeah? Free kicks, decide amongst yourselves. Yeah, penalties, still going to be RTB. Yeah, okay. Let's get ourselves ready. Big game today, lads, yeah?
Go on, Pez. Give us a prediction, pal.
I'm not really going to give a prediction, but
I'm just the media man now, so I can get straight off of it.
I'd be surprised if they beat us with the squad we got today. But they're top of the best division in the league for a reason, so a little B was is.
Yeah.
I'm just glad the game's on. Fair play to Peanut for sorting it out for us, man.
That's a joke, that is.
So you say you're the main one I need to look out for, yeah? Oh, he only says it off camera. See, fresh out the rave.
Fresh from Bushwhackers.
Fresh out of Bushwhackers. Can smell the beer on him.
I know, yeah. Bottle of vodka running across the
Yes, people, welcome back to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Now, this week, we've got quarter-final action in the Roger Wood Memorial Trophy between AFC Beacon of the Oakbourne and Coronation Prem versus Austin ex-apprentices of the Redditch and South Warwickshire League. Now, less of me chatty-pattying, let's get straight into this action. Now, in possession, number 2, Miles Newman for Austin, tries to break the lines and play it through, but it's scooped up by Raggy in goal. Now, number 2, Miles Newman on the ball once again, searching for an outlet on that left-hand side. Decent little trickery there by Callum the Bar. Gets his head down, drives at big man Malik, who goes and gives away an early penalty to Austin. Now you got Robert Thompson Brown standing over the ball, but we're going to abbreviate his name to RTB. Goes and slaps an early one in the back of the onion bag, hard and low, left-hand corner, 1-0 to Austin. Decent start to the game by Austin. Now Beacon have got to try and bring themselves back into the game. Ash plays the ball into Sebi. Jack Wilson comes over, puts the pressure on. Matt Molyneux gives Josh no time in the midfield. Referee blows it for a free kick. Early free kick taken to the boy Pagey. Into the path of Sebi. Tries to get his shot away, but he goes well wide in the end. Short went out for a throw-in. Now as the godfather of Sunday League Sash arrives and says hello to everybody, Jack Wilson plays another ball through to the channel. Jamie Molyneux to chase. He puts Ash under a lot of pressure. Ash could have easily played out for a throw-in, but ends up conceding a corner. Now from that corner, it doesn't beat the first man. Sebi gets his head on it. Josh gets the seconds. Eventually Austin conceded a free kick by fouling Kyle. Free kick taken by Ash into Sebi, who plays a nice one through the channel to Faz, whose first touch is a bit heavy, takes him away from goal and can't retrieve it, ends up going up for a goal kick in the end. Smile for the camera, lads. Now Big Malik with a long throw into the box, decent layoff there by Faz. Josh gets his shot away, but in all fairness to the goalkeeper, gets down and tips it round for a corner.
My brother. Go on, Kai. You're right, brother.
Faz whips the corner into the box. Bowes gets the first head on it. Retrieved by Aaron Roberts, who sends a lovely ball into the channel, into the path of Louis Jones, who's miles onside. Now at this point, people, what can you say? Man, I need to look out for you. Oh, you can only say that. Now, Louis, you did ask me if I caught your shot before the game started. I think that one tops it just a little bit. Now, as I say that, they go hunting once again and put Beacon under pressure straight away. Ain't giving Malik no time on that right-hand side. Decent little slide tackle here by Louis Jones. Plays it to the feet of Callum DeBar, but Malik does recover in the end. RTB tries to get a shot away, but start again. It's definitely been a slow start from Beacon, but you got to get credit where it's due. Austin have definitely gone for the jugular early doors, and they're not giving the lads a sniff. And as I say that, RTB concedes a foul against Sebi. Still more pressure being applied by Austin though. Jack Wilson into Louis Jones, out to Josh Cullen, who whips it back in. Decent interception there by Ash, but once again the Austin lads ain't giving them no time on the ball whatsoever. They are hounding them. Aaron Roberts steps into the Beacon half, house one into the path of RTB. AJ does just enough, and eventually the offside flag goes up. And as we go back up the other end, Malik tosses another long ball into the box, but decent defending once again. AJ gets caught out on the edge of the 18-yard box there. Jammer lets the ball bounce and Jack Wilson intercepts it. Beacon caught out of possession. The lads are trying to chat back and Jamie Molyneux retrieves the ball. Goes Mirandering and charging at that Beacon defence. And as we get behind the goal cam angle, decent shot, decent save by Raggy.
It's unlucky.
Got DeBar standing up Pagey, but fair play to Pagey, intercepts it and comes away with it. Bit of a heavy touch here and ends up having to slide his pass into the path of Faz, But once again, Miles Newman intercepts it, goes for that diagonal pass once again, overhits it this time and ends up going out for a throw-in. Thrown in by Miles, Joshua Beacon tries to intercept it, but Josh Westwood for Austin comes away with it. Jack Wilson calling for a free kick, but fair play to AJ, plays a decent ball into the path of Faz, who needs some bodies up there to support him. Decent footwork to get away from Miles though, I will say. Cuts it back to AJ, can you get a shot away? Decent black by Aaron Roberts. Decent little dink over the head of Josh by Aaron Roberts. Cullen plays into the path of Jamie Molyneux, who's got plenty of space in front of him. Ash is trying to size him up, but Jamie keeps running. The bar on that right hand side plays a decent first time ball into him, and what a goal that would have been. Fair play to Raggy in the sticks for Beacon. Decent save.
Oh, go on, Fuller. Come on, bro.
Decent control and hold up play. This is by Kyle, who's trying to work an angle, but Austin once again ain't giving Beacon any time on the ball. Hounding Sebi and onto Faz as well. Played back out to Jammer, who Josh is screaming for on the edge of the box, shoots, but drags his shot wide.
Kyle, drop left foot. Pace, go on to the right.
Change for Beacon, Big Malik off, and Mr. Banson aggressing Simo hits the field of play. Now the bar being skillful and nimble on his right hand side again. Underlapping run by Miles, he's got time to shoot, but hits the side netting. Now in the latest episode of Now You See It, Now You Don't. Now you see it, now you don't. Jack Wilson introducing Simo to the game early doors. Decent footwork that is. Sends it back home and Austin start again. Now one thing I did notice about Austin in the game is they are very neat and tidy on the ball. They keep possession very well. They've got decent midfield runners. They wait for Beacon to come out and press them, and then they play in behind them. And they've got outlets on that right and the left hand side. Callum the bar on the ball here. Works an angle, shoots. Decent left foot save by Raggy. Drops to Louis Jones. Deflected by Ash and it goes out for another corner. Corner taken by RTB, plays into Jamie Molyneux. He's got plenty of space in front of him, can get his shot away. Another save by Raggy. Now that Beacon goal is living a charmed life at the moment. Now the man of the first 20 minutes of the game, Jamie Molyneux, who has been running the show, has been instrumental for Austin so far in the game. Goes charging through the midfield once again, just overhits his pass into the path of the bar and it goes out for a goal kick. Now the referee easily could have given a free kick there, but he plays Uncle Seb still in possession. Passes it into the feet of Faz. Josh makes a decent run on the left hand side. Now Faz has to turn back on himself. Josh is coming back from an offside position, so ends up going out for a goal kick. Now one long punt up from the goalkeeper, Lewis in goal. Misses the whole of the Beacon back line and sends Louis Jones on his way. Callum DeBar's in support. Kyle's trying to trap back. Does just enough, I believe, here to let Callum scuff his shot and scooped up by Raggy. Ball on his left hand side with AJ, and in all fairness he sends Miles to the shop there for a newspaper and crisp. But in all fairness to Miles and credit where it's due, he gets back around and does his defensive work and does just enough to make AJ scuff his cross.
What a tackle, what a tackle.
Now Bowser doing his defensive work with a decent tackle on the edge of the 18-yard box. Breaks the Sebi in the midfield, who's got plenty of yards and grass in front of him. Jack Wilson does enough to come around, and Josh Cullen eventually kicks out for a corner. Corner taken quickly. Pagey whips one into the back post. Ash gets underneath it and goes out for a goal kick to Austin. Decent little shimmy of the body there by Sebi to earn himself a yard. Into the feet of Jammer. Back into the feet of Sebi again. Waiting for options. Overlapping run by Josh. Tries to play it through, but Simo's heavy touch ends up going out for a throw-in.
Strong, man. I ain't getting Hazel when I see he's in the expensive seats, man. Or the cheap seats. I think he's too nice to come and stand by us down here. I'll have words with VP.
Miles Newman 20 yards out from goal. Tries to whip one top bins. Just wide. The Bar in possession once again. Driving into that midfield. Creating more space and trying to stretch the pitch. Plays it out to left back. I believe that's Josh Cullen. Again, man of the first half, Jamie Molyneux. Back into Cullen. Molyneux once again gets his shot away. Just wide again. Jammer whips a free kick into the 18-yard box. Austin just about clear their lines. It breaks to Sebi, who can't hit it clean enough. Picked up by Lewis in goal. Ash playing a short one into Jammer, but the pressure from Austin forces Beacon to play and get caught out of possession. Now Callum DeBar comes away with it, plays it into the path of Josh Westwood, who feeds into Louis Jones, who gets his shot away. But what a save that is by Raggy. Corner whipped in by RTB. Aaron Roberts keeps it alive. Helped on by Matty Molyneux, and the defending by Beacon is shocking. Jack Wilson goes and slaps it in the back of the onion bag. 3-0 to Austin. Now Austin definitely taking their chances and capitalising on the defensive mistakes by Beacon, looking to cement themselves into the semi-final. Neat little 1-2 here by Josh Cullen and Louis Jones. Sends Josh Cullen on his way on the left-hand side again. Cuts it back to Louis, but Raggy once again clears it off the line for the Beacon boys. Ash eventually gets away with it, and Beacon have got to start again.
Raggy, oi.
Raggy's definitely earning his wage packet today in goal for Beacon. Kept the scoreline respectable before the half-time break, but once again on that left-hand side with Josh Cullen, overplayed it, could have gone anywhere.
You joking? Raggy again, man. I use the old Raggy a change today, you know, and that's me saying it.
Now I've seen this happen before. Imagine if this would have went in.
Imagine.
As we go into the last minute of the half, Jack Wilson's running away with it as he shot a goal. Tipped around the post by Raggy, goes out for a corner. Now corner doesn't beat the first man. Referee blows up for half time. Austin 3, AFC Beacon 0.
That scouting report that I've done on there has been absolutely smack bang on. The one thing I missed out on is the keeper that I didn't mention. Although he's pulled off some great saves, you've literally you might as well pick the ball up and say, here keeper, restart your game. Yeah, the finish, this could be 7-0, game over, Romeo's done, yeah, but we're 3-0 up, yeah, game's over. Draw this second half and we're into the semi-finals. That's all we need to do. Let's get off each other's back. We're going to get plenty more chances, yeah. Go into this second half. Forget the first half now because it's done. Second half, we refresh. I hate the word 0-0, but let's go in there knowing full well if we don't concede a goal, we're into the semi-finals, and that's all that matters. I don't care if you go ahead and miss 50 more chances as long as the ball don't go into our fucking net. We're not working like that.
We know that. No one on this pitch, guys, nobody can say that they're putting their normal day shift in today. There isn't anyone on the pitch. So you need to step that up second half. Let's just have a bit of confidence in ourselves. We're much better than this. We know they're a good side, but we're perhaps giving them too much respect. From our side here, what's the problem?
Man needs to talk fast. Everyone just talks like, yeah, we need to do this, do that.
Yeah,
I'm
going to
talk
when Dazzy finished. They're putting the ball out to the wings, which is causing our main problem. They've got two good wingers, but they seem to have acres of space.
When you're just trying to press at the moment, you're doing it individually.
That's my point.
That's how you get playing around each other. They just play around you, play 1-2, and then their players are runners. They're just running. If you're struggling, if you know that you're lacking for pace, play smart, use your brain, take you a few yards. Defence, you need to watch your lines. There's always someone playing them on side every time. Blatant, just playing them on side every single time. Boys, you need to do it together.
For the whole team, with each step, the whole team steps.
Half-time team talks done and dusted it out the way. Let's get the second half going.
The one I got off that me and Braz got the other day, I'll probably
Now you see it.
It's one over the
Now
top,
you
go on.
don't.
Oh, lads, when he's gonna hold this? Oh, shit, Sim. Oh, bro, I'm crying real tears. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, is that now you see, now you don't?
Yo, Mr. Bants and aggression, that definitely made the morning. That was topped off a sick game. But anyway, back into the action.
If not in Morrison's or Rowdy.
Now Bowser sends his free kick over the top into the path of Simo, who shrugs off Josh Cullen, manages to get his shot away, but Lewis in goal does just enough, and Austin clear their lines. Now decent tackle by Josh for Beacon to prevent another attack by Austin, clears his lines, but there's nobody up top to hold the ball up.
You go there, my G.
Now there's some decent footwork by Faz there for Beacon, into the feet of Pagey, gives it back to Faz, who looks for the run of AJ over the top. But one thing I will say is, look at the distribution from Lewis in goal. What a pass that is out to the right wing, sets Austin on the front of her attack, whipped in, but fair play to Bowser, does his defensive duties, and Ash comes away with it. Now more neat and tricky footwork by the man Jack Wilson, played out to this left hand side, Josh Cullen, and again the bar high and wide, spreading that Beacon defence, whips it in, but fair play to Ash, reads the lines, Paige ends up clearing it. Sebi knocking the ball around RTB, trying to make some space on that left hand side. Decent little shimmy there by Faz. Josh picks it up from 30 yards out from goal, tries to get his shot off. Decent tackle there by Jack Wilson, who stayed down after the tackle, pushing the back of AJ, free kick for Beacon. Now during that breaking play, there's been a double substitution for Austin. Dean Fisher's come on for Callum DeBar and Dougie's come on for Jack Wilson. Now as we get back into the action, it's cut back at the edge of the box for Miles Newman, who shoots and it goes just wide. Now if Josh gets his head up, he plays in Fazia for a tap-in, picks the wrong option, plays in AJ and it overruns in the end. Now in all fairness to Josh, he's got some decent footwork in the middle of the park there. Plays it back into Fuller, first time passing to Simo, who fair plays it through the eye of a needle into Faz. Keeper makes himself big, should have scored though. Break to AJ, who can't get his shot off, and Austin come away with it. Now Josh for Beacon still battling for the bits in the midfield, and fair play to him. Now you see it, now you don't pass Dougie, overplays his pass in the end. Quick free kick played in to catch Beacon off guard, but one too many touches here by the big man again. Fuller ends up clearing. Beacon still trying to break down the lines and play their football, but credit where it's due to Austin, they have held out and have been resilient at the back. Their two centre-halves have definitely cut out anything that they've tried to play in behind, and once again, the smother AJ, double up on him, and it ends up going out for a goal kick in the end. But as we go back up the other end, Austin's still playing their football. Decent little through ball here to Jamie Molyneux, gets his shot away. What a save that is again by the man Raggy in goal. Beacon overloading, so Austin are catching him on the counter attack each time. On that right hand side again, played across the 6-yard box to Louis Jones, who shoots. Raggy gets on the end of it once again. Beacon are struggling to clear their lines. Jammer gets caught in possession. Dougie gets enough pressure on him. Austin come away with a ball. Miles plays another one over the top into the path of Jamie Molyneux. Not offside. AJ catches one in the face, goes down. Jamie shoots. Another save by Raggy. Jammer off, Jazzy on. Free kick whipped in. Josh gets a head on it, but he goes wide. Now number 15 Dougie on the ball sprays a decent ball out to the right hand side, but fair play to Kyle doing his job at left back, defensive duties, and clears it for a throw-in. Now right back Miles tries to play another one through, but fair play to Raggy's off his line early, scoops it up.
Yeah. Missed it. Missed it. Told you he's missed it. Raggy again, boy. Raggy.
Chances and chances go beckoning once again for Austin, but again on the attack, Dougie 18 yards out, plays to the right hand side, but keeps doing the job at Lionel, got his flag up.
Oh, is that keeper?
Go on, Sim. No foul, ref, no?
Fast standing over the free kick, whips it in. Jazzy gets his head on it, but that's easy for Lewis in goal. Aaron Roberts' defensive clearance ends up being a decent pass in the end, into the path of Hanks, who's taking on Pagey. Sizes him up, ends up getting a yard and shoots, goes wide. Kyle with a throw-in. Now there's a decent little spin-off there by Jazzy against Aaron Roberts. Breaks to AJ, lovely dip of the shoulder, back of the onion bag, makes it 3-1.
Game on, game on.
Halt the kickoff as B come on to make a quick substitution. Josh comes off for Joel. Now straight from kickoff, ball played out to this right hand side to Miles Newman, who plays up to RTB, who eventually cuts it back to the 18-yard box, but there's a decent little double interception here by Joel. Retrieved on that right hand side again by RTB. There's a little inside run here by the man Hanks, who shoots, but blocked by Ash. Another short corner taken by Austin. Pagey does enough to clear his lines into the feet of AJ, but Austin do enough, put them under pressure, come away with the ball. Now the swaz behind the shot by Miles Newman was naughty. Raggy can't do nothing but parry it out to Hanks, who slots it in the back of the onion bag. Beacon sideline ain't happy about it, feel it should be offside, but referee waves it on, so it's Austin 4, Beacon 1. Now the big man Molyneux coming off for Healy. If Aaron Roberts leaves that, RTB's in for a clear run on goal, intercepts it, played out to this left hand side, whipped in and comes close again. Last few minutes of the game, Simo still putting the graft in. Beacon have bought Tams on that right hand side, whips it in, but Josh Cullen does enough. Simo tries to dummy it, but Austin clear their lines.
Why are we keep running away from the ball, boys? Tape on them boots, that is. I just spotted it, number 3.
Now with the referee about to blow his whistle, Austin win the game 4-1 and go into the semi-finals of the Roger Wood Cup. Sunday League Settings. I'm Big Fazza. Thanks for having me.
Well done, lads, man. Massive one that is. He wasn't wrong though, was he? I seen him last week and he said he's gonna put the shift in. Listen, nobody can take away from you, bro. Fuck the score. My man of the match today. Fucking quality, man. Quality. Jazzy. Oh, lads, well done, man.
Cameraman, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you, ref. Yeah.
Alright lads, listen up, short. Mate, it was an easy game looking at it. Yeah. It could have been fucking silly results. It could have been even more than the pre-season game. But we made hard work of it, in fairness. Going forward in the Nationals and the semi-finals or even the finals, them fucking finishes got to be put away. That could have been put to bed at half time and just fucking had fun second half. I knew they was going to score and I was a little bit nervous with the last 15 to go. But at the end of the day, yeah, Williams fucking top draw turn took 2 minutes before fucking kick off. Absolutely top draw, don't kick in. Josh Westwood, man of the match, like easy. Josh Westwood, absolutely top draw. Everyone, you put Josh Westwood in that. I've been saying for fucking about 18 months now. I got the best squad going in Sunday League football, and we're starting to prove that. We get a lot of grief on Twitter for being a little team from Redditch and on about joining the Coronation. Highgate done, Brecon done. Let's roll on to the whoever's next in the semi-finals. Let's go and get.
Well, you're gonna get back, I think.
You want the truth? I carried the team today, bro.
My knees, my hips, my ankles all clicking today.
Be off work for the next 2 weeks now.
You met 4-7 today and you do our season.
Quality. Oh, right, trust me, bro. Listen. Yes, lads.
Where's Rob? Is he still around there? Just let me know when you go. Go now.
Safe. Maggie one after another.
Nah, the one where he got smacked in the face.
Right, cool, Paige.
I don't know what the score is of that. I don't blur. My contact lens was still on the ball. I swear. See that lens?
Cool, Sim. Your time's love. Hey, Rags, what you know about these ones? My G. Love. Manners, man, them.
As we go around the grounds,
Come on, then, boys.
Now, with most of the fixtures this weekend being cup competitions, there hasn't been really too much changes to the league table. The goal scorers have changed though, definitely, in both divisions, Championship and the Premier. It's getting spicy as we enter 2022. The biggest fixtures are coming up in the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to try and get around as many of those grounds as possible. Now, respect people, myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings, log on, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.